Nebraska football trotting out a five-star freshman to try to right some wrongs. They've got the longest bowlless drought in college football, inexplicably. Matt Rule in his second season, and of course, Nebraska coming off 5-7. They host UTEP to get 2024 started. We got Steve Merrill on the line from WagerTalk.com to break it down. Steve, this is crazy that Nebraska's at the longest bowlless streak in college football. They're coming off 5-7. They are a 27.5-point favorite to get things going on the right note against UTEP.
Yeah, I found that hard to believe and had to look it up. They haven't been in a bowl since the 2016 season under Mike Riley. Really is insane. Now they're a third coach since then, or second different coach, third coach overall since a bowl appearance. So I do think there's motivation here for Nebraska, and I want to point that out because whenever you're looking at a big number like this, it's not a question who's going to win the game. Nebraska is going to win this game straight up as a 27.5-point favorite. It's like, is there motivation to win by margin? And when you've been a struggling program that was a high-profile program for decades, I think there is. And then on top of that, my database simulation shows a bigger win. It doesn't really take into account motivation. It's just looking at the X's and O's and historical simulations. Has Nebraska winning this game on average by 33.5 points. So we get some line value, almost a touchdown of line value. And then I think on the surface, there's plenty of reason why Nebraska would want to extend it on at home after some below average seasons. So Nebraska is the way to play this. This is often the case with a lot of these big favorites in week one. You want to look for a reason to lay the wood. And I think Nebraska gives us some of those reasons here.
Steve's selections for not just college football, but the NFL can be found on a daily basis at wagertalk.com. Steve's under the radar selection is exclusive to us here at the Voice of College Football. 21-5 against the spread the last two seasons. I said 21-5 against the spread. And you can catch that selection at patreon.com/MarkRogersTV and also as a YouTube channel member, and you will get the details forthcoming. Steve, we appreciate you stopping by.
Thanks, Mark.
College football is even more exciting with some action on the line, and the games are even better when you're cashing in. And the Voice of College Football is the place to be to get the greatest value. Let's start with my picks. 75% against the money line, 58% against the spread. I've got a 40-year track record. In fact, in 2023, at $100 played per game, you would have netted over $9,300. And guess what? I'm just the warm-up act. Steve Merrill, our ace in the hole, show stopper from Wager Talk. 6 years with the Voice of College Football, over 30 years in the industry. Steve gives us analysis on all the big games, but you can't miss Steve's weekly under-the-radar pick, which went 21-5 against the spread the last two seasons. I repeat, 21-5 against the spread. You also get picks from some of our top analysts here at the Voice of College Football, including Steve Dace and Matt Zemek. Become a YouTube channel member or Patreon member for just $99 per month. Go to the main channel on YouTube, click join, and select the betting tier. Do the same thing on Patreon. Make 2024 a winner now.